Hello and welcome. Today I am going to talk to you about an incredibly helpful tool we use in CBT called behavioral experiments. Behavioral experiments are a powerful way to test out your thoughts and beliefs, especially when you are feeling anxious, depressed, or stuck in unhelpful patterns. In this video, I'll explain what they are, how they work, and how they can help you challenge your thoughts and create lasting change in your life. When we experience anxiety, depression, or stress, it's common to have beliefs or thoughts that drive those feelings. For example, you might think, if I try to give a presentation, I will mess up and everyone will laugh at me. Or if I don't check my work 5 times, I will make a huge mistake. These thoughts often lead to avoidance, worry, or self-doubt. And they can feel very real. But here is what behavioral experiments comes in. A behavioral experiment is a way to test out these beliefs in real life. Instead of just sitting with these anxious thoughts, we use action to gather evidence. The idea is to challenge your fears and see if they are really true. By doing so, you can test whether the outcomes are as bad as you expect. And often, you will find that the reality is much less threatening than your thoughts let you believe. For example, if you are afraid of public speaking, a behavioral experiment might involve giving a short presentation to a small group of friends or coworkers. Before you do it, we will look at your thoughts. What if I mess up? What if I forget everything? Then after the presentation, we will review the outcome together. What actually happened? Did people laugh at you? Did you make a mistake? You will likely discover that the situation wasn't as scary as you imagined. And you were able to manage the anxiety much better than you thought. The goal of these experiments is to gather evidence that challenges your negative or anxious thoughts. Instead of just thinking about something over and over, we take action to test it. This not only helps reduce anxiety, but it also builds confidence in your ability to cope with difficult situations. Behavioral experiments don't have to be big, overwhelming steps. In fact, we start small, focusing on situations that feel challenging but not unmanageable. You can test out your fears in a way that feels safe but still provides valuable learning. Over time, these experiments help you create new, more accurate beliefs about yourself and the situations you fear. Here is an example of how a behavioral experiment might be planned. Let's say you are afraid of making phone calls at work. You might think, I will sound awkward and they won't take me seriously. We could break this down into small experiments. First, you might write down the thoughts you have before making the call. Then we would plan a small action, like calling a coworker or a friend, to test how your thoughts play out in reality. After the call, you would reflect on how it went. Did something specific happen to suggest that the person was annoyed or uninterested? Or was the conversation more natural than you expected? What evidence do you have now that challenges your fear? The beauty of behavioral experiments is that they are highly personalized. We work together to design experiments that fit your specific fears and goals. The key is to do something instead of just thinking about it. When we act, we gather real-world data that can shift our perception and break the cycle of avoidance or worry. In addition to challenging negative thoughts, behavioral experiments also help you build resilience. By regularly testing out your fears and learning that you can handle uncomfortable situations, you build confidence in your ability to cope with whatever life throws your way. And here is the important part. It's okay to feel uncomfortable during these experiments. Anxiety is a normal part of the process. But the more you engage in these small, manageable challenges, the more you will see that you can handle the discomfort and that it doesn't last forever. You will also begin to notice that your fears start to lose their power, and the situations you once avoided no longer seems as intimidating. Behavioral experiments are an important part of CBT because they allow you to test your beliefs and fears in real time. Over time, these experiments build up your evidence that you are more capable than you think, and that you can face the things that once seemed overwhelming. If you find yourself stuck in patterns of anxiety, avoidance, or self-doubt, here at Ontario Structured Psychotherapy Central North, we offer government-funded structured CBT in both self-guided and therapist-led formats. Make a self-referral on our website at www.therapyontario.ca today.